Hey guys, it's Kelly here. I'm just doing a really quick presentation for you, just how to become an email hero with an inbox zero. So I know quite a few people, not just PTs, these are, my friends as well, that have literally thousands of emails and they literally don't know where to start to get it sorted. And once they have kind of sorted it, they're not quite sure how to keep on top of it and how, what strategies and techniques you can use to ensure that you basically just stay on top of things. So I've put this together for you. It won't take long, so just a couple of minutes. So if you just, pause me for now if you like and grab yourself a drink and then we'll go through it. You can take notes, okay? So let's get started. So the first thing you need to do is sort out your inbox. Well, duh, I know that. That's what I've come here for. So yeah, basically what I would suggest is sorting your inbox via sender. So you can look through quite easily, if there are any that you kind of need. Maybe there was a course that you went on, or there's a particular person that you want to, check in with and go through their emails because they're important to you. So that'll be a lot easier for you to do if they're saved by, put in person rather than, going through them via date. Now with the rest of them, just delete or archive them. If you'd have needed them before now, you would have needed them by now, so you would have had to find them. There is going to be, even if you do delete it and you need it, you'll be able to get it back. There's no problem. It's not going to be the end of the world. And it's better to have, a clean inbox, so you can get on with your work better. So next we're going to do is organising your folders. Now works really well for me. You might be able to name yours differently, you might need to, but I go for action, read and pending. And then I have a file per customer that I have, per client, and then for certain courses I might have other ones too. So action, obviously you need to action it. Read, you read it, and pending is when you're waiting on someone else. The reason you put the A at the beginning is because then it goes to the top of your inbox, so it doesn't go all the way to the bottom. That at the top, right near the inbox, so it's not far to move it. It's simple, okay? And then it'll keep you at zero. So it's all well and good sorting them all out and archiving them, but if you don't put things in place to keep you at zero, you're going to get back up there again, okay? So yeah, they're quite self-explanatory how to use them. Right, so sorting your subscriptions. Now I love Unroll Me. It's absolutely brilliant. So all you do is you go to unrollme.com and you unsubscribe from everything. You'll probably be on a list that you don't even know you're on, so just get off them. If you see them again and you want to sign up, then go for it, but for now get off everything and just pick 5 top people that you have to read them. If you definitely always read Paul Mort's emails, and keep them there. Don't to get rid of him. If there's a few people that you always read, keep them. I wouldn't suggest any more than 5, 7 tops, because if you're going to be reading them daily, you want to be able to keep on top of it, okay? And then for these people, you create a rule that when it comes into your inbox, it goes into your red folder. So it automatically goes there. So when you're, in the doctors or you sat on the loo, wherever you do your reading, you've got your red folder that has everything in it that you want to read. And it's all the stuff you love to read. So you haven't got to sort through it or anything like that. It's literally perfect for you. Okay, so the next thing is to create an email schedule. Now this might seem really obvious, but so many people have their emails open all the time, and as soon as a notification comes through, they jump from one task to another, then they're sucked into their email for ages, and they go on to something else, and literally before you know it, you've not done any work in about an hour, and you're kind of like, what was I doing? So this is the perfect way to do it. Now if you have Google Chrome, go to inboxpause.com and download it. This basically stops any emails coming through. You can have set times, so literally you can pause it, and then you can put an autoresponder on your email. Now if you don't want to do that, or you don't have Google Chrome, or you don't like it, then what I would do is not have any notifications come through, but just have an autoresponder on there for every email. So turn it on now, so all day it's on. Say, hey, it's Kelly, thank you so much for your email, I've paused my inbox, or I'm checking my inbox at periodic times through the day, please bear with me at least 48 hours, whatever. If it's an emergency, contact me on this number, and make sure they know what an emergency is. Not that they've got a quick question that can wait, because you don't want obviously people bothering you when it's not an emergency. Okay, and then have set times that you check them, stick to them, whether it's first thing in the morning, last thing at night, at lunchtime, whatever works for you. You'll know what your routine is and what kind of works. I don't check my emails first thing. I really don't. I get on with my frog first. I eat the frog. I get rid of that big tasks that I've got to do, and then I can check them. Okay, the 2-minute rule. I live by this. If something can be done in 2 minutes, whether it's an email or anything, I'd literally do it straight away. So if you've got an email that you can, reply to, you can forward it on to someone, if you can deal with it within 2 minutes, do it, because it uses your brain to try and remember things all the time, whether you write it down or whether you just kind of keep it in the back of your mind. It takes brain power, so it's just an extra thing for you to think about. And even if it is just to confirm back to somebody that you have received their email, that the sender will be really appreciative of that. So you just let them know you've got it, and you know what you're doing. And being reactive just means that you get so much more done. It really does. Just deal with it, get it done, get it out of your inbox, and deal. If you're not going to do anything with it, just delete it. That's the other thing. Okay, so stop keeping data for later. Now, I got this from a business bootcamp that I went with last year now, and it's stuck with me. So if an email's come through and you think that'll be really helpful for my business, I'll save it for later. Don't do that. If it's going to be helpful and help you grow your business, use it right now. There's no point saving it for later, because you'll forget about it. And then chances are, by the time you come around to doing it, there'll be something else better that's out there, or it's already been done, because things change so quickly in the industries, and even if in fitness, people change what they want to talk about, fads change at the moment, like a lot of people talk about vitamin D and things like that, protein's amazing. It's stuff, that you see that's trending. And, if you don't do it straight away, then you've lost your moment. And then always ask yourself this, if I really needed it or wanted it again in the future, could I get hold of this email? Could I get it from someone else? Could I re-sign up to a list? Yeah, of course you could. So delete it. You don't need it. I think I've already touched on this. Turn off all your notifications. You literally don't need them. It's no good for you. These notifications that come through, they put you off, they distract you, and they really do change your thought process. If you see something come up, even if you don't need to deal with it, you're distracted. So it takes you off on a tangent. So literally don't have any for your social media if you can help it as well. You want to be in control of your emails, not them in control of you. You don't want them or your customers dictating when you're going to do things. It's up to you and what fits with your schedule, because we all know that batching is much better done when you do things in batches. Okay, the next one is create rules and templates. Now this is super simple. As I say, I've already said, touched on creating rules for, sent people, if Paul Mort sends you an email daily, then you have them in the red file. There's different ones you can create as well. You can create rules for things like Amazon, eBay, Audible, so they all just get filed away and you don't even have to see them. And another thing is creating templates. If you're sending, if you've got frequently asked questions, that you're, constantly sending the similar emails, then why not create a signature that has it in there and you just select it and send that instead of retyping it each time? It's so much easier. Set strict rules with your clients. And this is something that I'm introducing at the moment, because clients will always try and get away with what they can. I'm not saying they do it on purpose or anything like that, but if you set a precedent that when someone emails you, you email back straight away, they soon come to expect it. Now whether that's because your fault or theirs, it doesn't really matter. But if you don't want to feel stressed, and if you want to be in control of your business, you need to set the rules of engagement quite early. Let your clients know that if your daughter's ill or anything, that she comes first. That you will not be contactable on those days, and you will obviously let them know. Explain that if someone emails you, then like if someone emails you something one night and the next day that they're chasing it, that's just not the way it works. You need time. If you say if I do social media for a client, if they give them something to me on a Sunday, I'm not going to use that to the next Sunday because I've already done that week's worth of work. And if it's something that's urgent, yeah, I'll make an effort to put it in, obviously, but you set the rules. It's up to you. So suggest that things like, if it can't be answered in a paragraph, make sure they book a call with you. Keep them short and sweet. You don't need war and peace. You literally need, the information is quick. You don't even need the niceties. Everyone's different, I just prefer the facts and the information. Some people like a little bit of hi, how are you, and all that kind of stuff. Just set that out with your clients. And if you need to, open a VIP email for your clients and only give them access to them. But literally, if you're going to give them this VIP email, make sure you check it regularly. Okay, so we're going to end on kind of like a summary. Your email, your rules, it is. So if it can be done in less than 2 minutes, do it straight away. Okay, check your emails at intervals throughout the day. So when you have time, not just a quick check, I mean, a lot, 20 to 30 minutes, so you can actually deal with them, file them accordingly, and they're done, out of the way. And if you think something that you want to read, put it in read later. Don't let it clog up your inbox. Don't just leave it there. Put it in read and get into the habit of using those three, the three folders that we suggested earlier. And then once you've processed it, archive it. You don't need the proof. You've done it. It doesn't matter. You don't need, appointment confirmations from 12 months ago. You really don't. And, file emails in a folder if you think you are going to need them later. So if there's something is important, like a password or anything, file them. You don't need to keep them handy. Or you could, put them in a different folder, offline. That's what I would do anyway. Use pending. So if you've sent something to someone and you're waiting on an answer from them, put that in pending and to chase them instead of having to search through thousands of emails. And if you get an email which is advertising that you might have actually been subscribed to without being asked, that does happen, unsubscribe straight away. Just do it. Don't think I'll do it later. Do it straight away. Get your emails down to 0 on a daily basis. Make it your thing. Make it your one thing that you will do. And honestly, it will make such a difference to your day. And finally, have a separate email for your paying clients. This is just a suggestion, and make sure it is obviously a priority email. I kind of have 2 emails. One's given for my clients and one's given to friends and family. And I have a separate one for subscribes. But that's for me. You have to find out what works for you. If you have separate ones, but will you check them all? So this is why I haven't suggested that you get lots of separate emails. For subscribe, I'd have one and maybe a VIP one if if you've got consulting clients that are paying you a lot of money. I hope that helps, guys. I'm sorry I talk really fast, but you get the gist of it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Take care now. Bye.